All right, guys, I thought I should film another video just to keep some content for you guys, show you guys what I've been driving in the winter time. I am driving a 2003 Cadillac Escalade, pretty well equipped. This car back in the early 2000s was very popular amongst rappers and soccer moms. I just remember when my mom pulled up to school for the first time though with this car. It was the coolest thing out there. No one had third row seats at this time unless you had a minivan. So this SUV was beyond cool. It was either between this and a Hummer H2 for our family. The Hummer H2, I'm not sure if it had a third row or not. That might have been the differentiator, but this was a little more luxurious at the time, I think. And that's why my family decided to go with this. Now, my parents don't really drive this car anymore. It's an extra car for our family. So in the winter, as you guys know me for my BMW M2, which I have all my other videos about, this car is going to be my daily driver in the winter, just so I don't get rock chips, as well as keep my M2 in good condition and lower mileage as well. This car's got over 110,000 miles on it, so it's not overworked. I mean, that's a lot of mileage, but if you think of it in this way, the car is 15 years old now, so that is not too many miles. It's still holding up well. It's relatively easy to fix thanks to these GM products. It's always nice because it doesn't take that much money to fix them when you need to fix them. This engine, knock on wood, we haven't had a problem with it yet. It's got plenty of horsepower, a lot of torque, probably around 350 horsepower V8, Vortex 6000 is what it's called. Had a flat tire a little while ago, so we got the new tires on it recently, good for the winter. Some little things like this, we don't really want to spend a little extra money to get it fixed because it's going all right. I wish we cleaned it up a little bit before the video started, just because there's actually a nice coat of wax on it. It's not really doing the nice black justice. So over the 15 years of having this car, I mean, this car is incredibly well built. You can even hear the quality when you open and close the door. It's just solid, you know. All right, guys, let me take you on a tour of a few things I really like about the car, and there's probably only a few things I really don't like about the car. For instance, like these wheels right here, the chrome starts to chip after a while. The other thing is it's a black car, so black cars show a lot of scratches, unfortunately, and if you see the chips, they are kind of prominent on the vehicle. Otherwise, there's not really too many things I dislike about it. Some of the things I really like are the seats. They are extremely cushy. This is like driving a couch. They don't make seats like they used to nowadays. This car has some of the nicest, cushioniest, I don't even know if those are real words, but cushioniest seats I've ever been in. They are also heated seats in the front as well as the rear. Engine has plenty of power. It's actually got a lot of power. It probably does 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, which is, for anyone who knows how heavy of a car this is, that's pretty impressive, especially for a 2003. The third row in this car is also phenomenal. As a kid, I would just sit in the back third row just for fun because we never had a third row car before, and I thought it was extremely exciting, as I'm sure a lot of people will agree with that had a car with a third row. They probably did the same exact thing as me. But we also got bucket seats in the car, which was a new thing back then in 2003, and made it so me and my sister wouldn't elbow each other on any road trips, which was nice. Also, I had my seat, she had her seat. You know, parents didn't have to have as much of a headache with us separated. So this car had a lot of cool technology back in the day. I mean, it had power folding mirrors, it had adjustable pedals right over here. You can move them closer and further away from you. Easy exit options, so when you got out of the car, it'll actually make your seat move back. Heated seats, of course. Child lock for the back. Also had this really sleek look, this very 2000 look, very driver oriented. Everything's kind of facing the driver. No heated steering wheel, which I wish, because this wood gets freezing during the cold. Also, it has this really cool handle right here, which I love. You know, it's just solid in general, you know. Opening and closing the door feels great. This car has some Bose speakers, which are phenomenal. There's no Bluetooth in the car. There's still a cassette player. There's CD player, which I don't really use anymore. I use the cassette player that has the cable hookup to the auxiliary hookup to my phone. There's no navigation in the car. I think that was an option, but it kind of looks a little aftermarket in the vehicle. All right, guys, so you can see here that this aftermarket DVD player we have is pulling down the headliner, unfortunately, but it weighs a little too much for this car. and hasn't really held up too well, but it was definitely worth it when we got the car back in the day, because me and my sister used to watch movies on here all the time. I mean, it really was great. All right, guys, thanks for watching another one of my videos. Like, subscribe, and comment. I love your feedback on these videos. I hope you enjoyed this one on my Cadillac Escalade. Let me know in the comments if you want me to post any more videos about the cars we have. We have a BMW 750 as well as a Range Rover Sport. I have a video of my friend's Porsche Boxster GTS that I plan on doing in the near future. So I hope you guys will subscribe so you can see that. And have a great day. Aftermarket, so it is actually pulling on the headliner a little bit. I'm filming! What's up?
I have a quick question. They sent me a alert. Did you charge something for $1,000.50?
Yes. Yesterday I kind of made an impulse buy